The Chicago Bulls couldn't find a replacement for the injured Rajon Rondo, and Boston thrived after putting some distance between themselves, their home city, and the tragedy of last weekend. The Celtics got themselves back into their first-round series with a 104-87 win at the United Center in Chicago. Welcome into the Boston Celtics newsfeed post-game recap. I'm Mike Walsh reporting for CLNS. Down 0-2 in the postseason's first round, the Celtics desperately needed a victory, and they got one following a couple days off. Boston traveled to Chicago and met back up with All-Star Isaiah Thomas, who spent the brief respite with family in Tacoma, Washington, following the tragic death of his younger sister. The suddenly formidable Bulls were dealt a rough hand during the travel period, losing starting point guard Rajon Rondo indefinitely to a broken thumb. With the playoff-tested veteran in a suit, Chicago turned to a pair of youngsters, which were promptly eaten alive by Thomas, Avery Bradley, and the Celtics. The tandem of Jerry Grant and Michael Carter-Williams combined to shoot 3 of 10 from the field for 8 points. They dished out only 3 assists, but turned it over 7 times and committed 5 personal fouls. Boston looked much more like the number 1 seed they are in the first quarter of this one, blasting off to a 33-15 lead on the strength of electric 3-point shooting. Al Horford, Avery Bradley, and Jay Crowder were all 2 of 2 from beyond the arc in the opening frame. Boston also got a boost from Gerald Green, who was inserted into the starting lineup in the place of Amir Johnson. The veteran wing twisted his ankle at one point, but still finished with 8 points and a +5 rating in 20 minutes. Chicago did manage to make this one a game in the middle quarters, leaning on the offensive rebounding and second chance points that were so beneficial in games 1 and 2. Horford fumbled away a key possession down the stretch, and the Celtics led just 44-41 at the half off a Nikola Mirotic tray. Chicago would get to within 1 early in the third, but Thomas responded with back-to-back threes to go ahead by 9 once again. While it's typically the home team's role players who are more comfortable in their own arena, it was the Celtics bench this time which woke up after a flight to the Midwest. Thomas subbed out at the 4:11 mark of the third with the Celtics up 10. Horford followed him to the bench 2 minutes later after helping build the lead out to 69-54. With their 2 main options riding on the pine, the Celtics held that lead and even extended it. With 8:23 left in the fourth quarter, Bradley got Jonas Jerebko a pair of easy looks to forge the advantage out to 85-69. Brad Stevens told reporters after the game, quote, "We need everybody to be good, whether they played a lot of minutes tonight or not. We need them to be ready and be impactful. I thought our poise was 10 times better tonight," end quote. Bradley in particular was a different player in Game 3, bringing his A-game defensively and actually serving as a playmaker at times. Mirroring Jimmy Butler's minutes almost identically, Bradley held the Bulls All-Star to 7 of 21 shooting and 0 free throw attempts. Butler started the game an eye-popping 1 of 11. Bradley, on the other hand, finished with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, and a +22 rating, tops on the team. Horford led the Celtics in scoring with 18, but it was an all-around effort that saw Boston shoot 45.9% from beyond the arc. Next up for the series is Game 4, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, once again in Chicago. Be sure to join Larry H. Russell on CLNS Radio's Celtics Beat that morning for his show and a game preview. Looking for tickets to that or any upcoming playoff game, concert, or comedy show? Look no further than the SeatGeek ticketing app. You can get great seats and $20 back by using our promo code CELTSNEWS. That's CELTS News, all one word. Download the SeatGeek ticketing app to your phone, enter the code, and reap the benefits of being a CLNS listener. This has been Mike Walsh for CLNS.